Hey everyone, today I want to show you a very easy but effective exercise. But first I want to explain a little concept to you to hopefully help you understand why this exercise is important. So obviously throughout the body there's a whole bunch of different muscle groups. But in general, these muscles can kind of be grouped into two different categories based on their function. So in this category, we have a whole bunch of different muscle groups with a similar function, and then the same thing with this category over here. So the first category here is kind of known as your tonic muscles. They are also known as your postural muscles. So these will be things like your upper traps, your levator, muscles that extend the head backwards, your pecs, and your biceps. They're there to oppose gravity and to help us maintain good posture. They can kind of be thought of, this might be a bad analogy, but they can kind of be thought of as your air conditioner or furnace in your home. It's always, you may not know it's running, but it's always running to a certain extent in order to maintain the temperature on the thermostat, right? Same thing with these muscle groups here in this group. They're always active to a certain degree because they're helping us maintain posture. So they have a lot of endurance, but because of this, they tend to become short and tight over time. Now, this category here is known as your phasic muscles, phasic muscle group. And these are going to be things, this category here is the focus of the exercise that I'm going to show you. So this category is going to be things like your middle and lower trap. There's three parts. And then your rhomboids, your serratus anterior, which helps to hold the shoulder blade onto the rib cage, and then also your triceps. So they're not there to oppose gravity and maintain posture like this group was. They're there on demand. They're there when we need them. So think power, speed, dynamic movement. Okay, so if they're not trained consistently or they're not constantly being activated, they tend to become lazy or a little bit inhibited. And this category, the second category, is why a lot of people tend to develop mid-back pain or pain between the shoulder blades for no apparent reason. And that's why I want to show you this exercise here. Okay, so hopefully that kind of makes sense there. And this exercise is not necessarily a strengthening exercise per se. It's more of a retraining or a regrooving exercise to start to activate and fire these muscles that tend to become lazy. So what you'll do with this exercise here is you're going to sit up, you're going to first feet flat on the floor. They can be a little bit wider than the hips, and then we're going to sit up nice and tall. So almost like you're rolling that pelvis forward there. So nice and tall posture there. And then we're going to place our palms on our thighs here, palms up towards the ceiling, and we're going to keep our elbows relatively close to the body here. And all you're going to do here is you're just going to rotate those arms outward, almost like you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. And a big thing with this is not letting these traps, these upper traps that are already active, become more active. So we want to keep these nice and loose up here. So you can almost think of rotating outwards and then pulling those shoulders down or pulling those arms down here. And you'll start to feel that mid-back firing back there. So that's a very easy, simple way to start to retrain these muscles to fire so that pain doesn't develop. And if you want to take it a little step further, you don't need a band for this, but if you want to and you have one, just take a nice little TheraBand here, wrap your hands in it, and then you're just going to do the same thing. You're just providing yourself with a little bit of resistance. So just here, there, and then just rotate outwards and kind of pull those arms down. Okay, so you could do this 10, 12 times, and you can do this multiple times throughout the day, just as an easy way to kind of start prevent or even manage, mid-back pain if you're having that. Okay, so as always, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, just let us know. And we will be back with something very soon.